It's Impact with the Florida Star, the largest, oldest, and most read African-American newspaper in Northeast Florida and South Georgia. And now, here's the host, the publisher of the award-winning Florida Star, Clara McLaughlin.
Hello. This is Opio Speaks. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Impact. Got a wonderful show lined up for you as usual. We're going to be talking to Anna Brosche. That's not going to be the first time she's been on the show. It's going to be interesting because she is running for mayor of the city of Jacksonville. Right here. Pick up a copy of the Florida Star newspaper every week. Make sure you continue to support us. Make sure you always log into our Facebook page. We're also on Instagram and Twitter. I always have some good stuff, a lot of stuff that you will never see in the newspaper. We put online now. And make sure you get a subscription so the newspaper can come to your door. You don't have to wait for the delivery driver to get there. You can get it ahead of time. So call us at 766-8834. That's 904-766-8834. All right, y'all, we are in the middle of an election. The office of the mayor is up right now. And, of course, the incumbent is Curry, and he's a Republican. And one of the people that's running against him is also a Republican because there is no Democrats in the race this time around. We have an independent and Ms. Omega. And we have Anna Brosche. She's the former president of the city council in Jacksonville. Anna, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Opio.
Oh my goodness, you done jumped in. Tell me how you feel.
I feel great. It's been a rocket launch of kicking off the race starting January 11th, and we've hit the ground running and haven't stopped yet.
So tell me, what are you seeing, what are you hearing out there? I know this got to be kind of scary because this is the big ticket right here.
It is. It's definitely a big decision, and it certainly has already been in the face of some half-truths, lies, and misinformation. But I didn't make this decision lightly. I think it's time to give the city back to the people, and I'm everywhere I go, I'm hearing great support.
Tell us a little bit about who you are. Where were you raised?
I was born and mostly raised in Jacksonville. I was born at the Navy Hospital here. My dad was in the Navy, so we moved around, and I was gone from Jacksonville for about 8 years of my childhood, but grew up mostly here. My last school here in Jacksonville was John Gorey Middle School. I grew up in Murray Hill. And then when I came back after graduating high school over in Pensacola, I didn't want to go anywhere else, and I ended up attending the University of North Florida and just being involved here in Jacksonville ever since.
What was your degree in?
I got both a master's and a bachelor's and a master's degree in accounting. So I'm a numbers person.
Okay, now what made you run to go on the city council?
Well, I have a passion for serving. Learned that from my dad, who was a Navy man, and really continued to grow my service in Jacksonville. I ended up volunteering with the United Way and helping, communities and individuals most in need with our pillars of education, income, and health. And as I continued to grow my service, I had some folks ask me, what was I going to do with my desire to serve even bigger than I already had been. And so finally, they convinced me to consider running for office, so I threw my hat in the ring and was successful in doing so, and I've really enjoyed my service.
What would make a smart person like you be a Republican?
Well, I'll admit I'm 46 years old. I registered as soon as I could when I turned 18. At the time, very influenced by my parents, and Reagan was president. It was a time where strong military and national defense was a big deal, and my dad, a Navy man, and so I registered as a Republican at that time and have always made decisions about who I thought was best for the position, and have voted according to who I thought was most qualified. And party doesn't always play a role in that decision.
Yeah. So let's say you become mayor. What would be your next step after becoming mayor? Do you go to a state, become governor? Are you looking at national politics, world politics?
You know, I'm very focused and committed to Jacksonville. I have a passion and a heart for my hometown, and I've shared before that I will continue to serve the people as long as I am loving what I'm doing, and I'm loving what I'm doing right now. And so I really don't have my sights set on any plan. This is not a stepping stone anywhere. This is about serving Jacksonville, serving the people of Jacksonville, and making Jacksonville a safer, more inclusive, more transparent city for all.
I feel that about you, as a matter of fact. I think you're brave. I think you're really brave, particularly to jump in the fray when we were dealing with the issue of the Confederate flag and Confederate monuments and those things. For you to take that position, that's when a lot of black people went, oh, wait, who is this? And a lot of activists. And you know, there are a lot of us crazy activist people out there. We go, oh, whoa, this is interesting. But Jacksonville is a city because the name of Nathan Bedford Forrest was changed. And the city went along with that. So the city has changed, and this is actually, I believe, Jacksonville is becoming more and more an international town. You probably should have said that a long time ago because of the military influence, but it seems like this has become more and more of a place where people talk about a lot more because of the position, all the water, the beauty, how large it is. Is that your feeling, that Jacksonville has that type of potential?
It really does. I mean, we're seeing more and more people come to Jacksonville and coming here to call Jacksonville home. You know, we have been a diverse community for a long, long time, but the truth is that we're becoming even more diverse. And we are attracting folks as it relates to jobs, and we're attracting different headquarters here. And so it just has generally speaking, a great quality of life, our beaches, our river, and there are a lot of reasons to be proud of Jacksonville. And at the same time, there is a lot of opportunity for us to make this a better place for everyone.
Why can't the mayor deal with the issue of crime, or the sheriff kind of deal forthrightly and make the public feel a lot better as crime and this crime wave that we get to hear a whole lot? Why haven't they been able to do something well there, and what can you do?
Well, you know, I remember vividly that then candidate Curry said to former Mayor Alvin Brown during a debate, Mayor Brown, you have had 4 years to address this violent crime problem. And the truth is that what we've been seeing in the last 3 years is that our murder rate has continued to go up. While it went a little bit down last year, it's still way above what it was when Mayor Brown was in office. And we have continued to put more police on the streets. We've needed to make sure that we had officers on the streets because our per capita number of sworn officers was lower than the national averages. But what we haven't done a good job at is a Jacksonville journey type investment in prevention and intervention. We really need a multifaceted approach, getting back into the neighborhoods, tapping into the wisdom of the community, and making sure that we're investing in our children, helping them choose a path and a sense of belonging because of the vocational education, the skills training, the reading that we need to do, the investment in the Police Athletic League and other programs like that in a more robust way so that they don't turn to negative influences and gangs to achieve their sense of belonging.
You know what? Whenever I talk to politicians and they're off the record, they always go, man, the police, they always want money. They want more and more and more. Then they go, well, I'm not against the police, but they go, they always want more and more money. And that takes up so much of the budget. And then you hear activists talk about that, but politicians don't want to talk about that because the police unions are strong. But the Jacksonville Journey program, $30 million when it first came about, and then after that it would get like $8 million, maybe $10 million or something like that, and the police get most of the money. What would you do to fund the Jacksonville Journey program? How would you tweak it to where it's yours and it's working better than his work?
Well, it's a combination of the Journey as well as, the Children's Commission is what it used to be. It's now called the Kids Hope Alliance. When we had the Children's Commission, there was a targeted funding level of what we wanted to achieve, and we never did achieve it. And so when we brought the Kids Hope Alliance into being at the request of Mayor Curry, we took away that funding target. And so we've taken away the goals of more fully investing in our kids, which includes the Journey. And we're going to pay for issues. We really need to pay on the prevention side of things,
right,
and making sure that we prevent crimes before they happen.
How much money you put into it?
How much what?
How much money would you put into the Jacksonville Journey?
Well, right now I believe we're at about $5 million in that. And to your point, it used to be 30.
Right.
And there was a desire for there to be more. And so we've got to reprioritize our funding to make sure that we get back to, at a minimum, what it was when it was started.
I say it should be $55 million. I say it should be $55 million that goes into that program. And I think the city would be ready for something like that right now, because now you're talking about being smart on crime, and the other way hasn't worked. And so we might as well kind of try to figure this way right here out, particularly when you have some of the deaths that are happening as a result of some of the drugs that people are taking right now. People are ready for something different. Now, tell me a little bit about economics. How do I know when you was on the Melissa Ross show, she asked you about the economic plan, we call it the Marshall Plan, a big economic to do in the north side so we can fix the infrastructure, do all the things that the consolidation promised but never did on the black side of town and downtown.
Well, I need to more fully understand what the proposal is, but I'm definitely supportive of making sure that we fulfill the promises that we made, putting ourselves on a path to create, other cities have done this, and other mayors of other cities have done this, of recognizing that, especially when we need to make sure that all of the city benefits from economic opportunity. We need to make sure that all of our city has a path to prosperity. And that comes from investment. That comes from taking care of the promises that were made.
The good thing about Republicans that I do like, they don't mind getting people rich. But we need somebody in there that's going to get black people rich. That means that you don't go around the system when the contracts come, and you specifically think about it, make a priority that, hey, we're going to create some black millionaires here. That's going to be good for this city. Now, you can do something like that, Anna. Am I right? Contracts, making sure black people get contracts.
We need to make sure that there is equitable benefit from all that's happening in the city throughout every part of Jacksonville. And you're exactly right. We need to make sure that the entire community is served and not a privileged few.
Right. Okay, tell the people why they should vote for you and tell them how they can contact you. They want to get involved with you. They want to give you money. Tell them what they need to do.
So the election is on March 19th. Early voting starts March 4th. We're not that far away at all. You can get involved. You can volunteer. You can donate. It's AnnaForMayor.com. AnnaForMayor.com. That's two N's. ANNA for Mayor.com.
And your main points and your main plank for your campaign?
This is really, I was saying a little bit earlier, we've got to address crime with prevention and intervention. We've got to create a transparent government. The city needs to make sure that we are engaging our citizens and we're doing everything in a way that people can understand and hold their government accountable. The administration should be accountable to the people. And in addition, I will not sell JEA, and we've got to get back to neighborhoods. We had a very robust system of neighborhoods many years ago under the Delaney administration. We really have to tap into our neighborhoods, the wisdom of the neighborhoods, and make sure that people feel as if they are cared for and that they have an opportunity to engage, and so that we rebuild that community pride that we once had.
And your website again?
AnnaForMayor.com.
Anna Brosche, thank you and good luck to you.
Thanks, Opio. Great to be with you.
Impact.